Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to KPW War Zone. As I Tapey Styles calling the action down the middle, calling it solo, flying alone as usual. And tonight we have a packed, stacked clusterfuck of a card here tonight. In our main event, our world champion Oliver English returns to action against Solo. Bernardino also competes tonight against Big Bernard. We'll be seeing Corey Sinclair in action against Sigma Shuko. And finally, triple threat action with some of the brightest rising stars here in KPW. One name in particular being Count Cracula. The road to Lethal Lottery is getting shorter and shorter. We are getting closer and closer to our destination. What is gonna go down here tonight? And it appears that we're being interrupted here by the KPW Twitch champion, Slarty, microphone in hand. This is usually a man that lets his words do none of the talking. He lets his actions speak for himself.
I've been hearing rumors that somebody is on a journey. They seem to like calling it a revenge tour. And somebody told me that I'm the man with a red dot painted right between the eyes. And I'm here to tell everybody that you and I aren't so different. I might have stepped over a couple people to get the Twitch championship, which these people here don't deserve to see tonight. But you put yourself in my boots and you tried to tell me that you wouldn't have taken out the competition like I did. He's a hypocrite. And since he got here to KPW, he's been nothing but a choke artist. Anytime he gets a high-stakes bout, he chokes. Anytime he gets a title shot, he chokes. But you know what? I know about your bullshit revenge tour, and I'm ready for you to skip all the other stops. You want my blood? I'm right here, and I'll be at Lethal Lottery to offer you a trip to the retirement home, free of charge. Where are you? I thought you were in the building tonight, but I guess you're too much of a bitch to do anything. 'Cause you're about to get everything you've demanded, but there's too much supply for you to handle.
And it appears that the lights have gone out in the Kumite Forum here tonight. And who is this? Who is this stepping up to the challenge here? It's the only man that could be on a revenge tour here tonight. It's Corey Sinclair. Mind games in full display here as he casually walks down to the ring, surveys the forum here tonight. Slarty sneaks into the ring, sizing each other up. This is the moment that Corey's been waiting for, and he's busted the Twitch champion wide open. He's been wanting Slarty's blood for well over a month at this point, and he's just laying a beat down on our champion. Very reminiscent of how Slarty got to the Twitch championship in the first place, as he hits him with a Slarty lariat. A taste of his own medicine. We didn't think Corey Sinclair would be here so early tonight. His match against Sigma Shuko, a man that's been very well connected with Slarty over the past several months. A man that goes very far back with Slarty. That's scheduled on for later tonight. As Corey just hit Slarty with back-to-back oil spills. And it appears that Corey Sinclair has made his intentions quite clear, if they haven't been clear enough before. He never lost sight of the Twitch Championship. He feels that Slarty robbed him of an opportunity to become the Twitch champion. Slarty wanted the challenge here. He knew about this revenge tour that Corey was going on. This maiden voyage, if you call it. And he's made quite the impact here to start off Warzone. Oh my God. As we get down to the ring again. As ring crew has rushed Slarty to the back. And we get immediately into the action here. What better way to do it than with the Count himself, Count Cracula. Count Cracula is no stranger to championship gold. He may not be a Twitch champion. He may not be eligible to become a Twitch champion. But who could forget about his hardcore championship run? Out comes the war hero himself, Sergeant Foxtrot, representing the pride of America. You can surely expect these two men to be in the Royal Rumble. In the Royal Rumble styled lethal lottery match coming to you on June 30th. 16 men will enter, but only one man will walk out with an opportunity of a lifetime. The opportunity to win the World Championship at Summer Spark at the end of August 25th to be exact. Reggie Clifford, the Union leader, rounding out the trio here for tonight's three-way dance. Now, typically speaking, these matches, our standard matches, are contested under 20-minute time limit rules. But as a third man has been added to the mix, we have given them the extra 10 minutes to do what they have to do in the middle of this ring. Leg lock by the Sarge. Seems like the Sarge and Count Cracula have both singled out Reggie Clifford. He's just an old man. He's just a leader of a union. Quite the extravagant lineup of combatants here tonight to start off Warzone. In case you just missed it here, Slarty put out the challenge against Corey Sinclair, thinking that he wasn't going to show up here tonight. Maybe he he forgot to notice that Corey is booked later on tonight to fight Sigma Shuko in singles action. And Corey rushed down to the ring to call out Slarty's bluff, and what a way to call that bluff anyways. As we're receiving word that it is now official. Corey Sinclair gets his shot against Slarty for the Twitch Championship at Lethal Lottery in 2 weeks, June 30th. Order your tickets now. You'd expect these men to be in the titular Lethal Lottery match, 3 of KPW's best and brightest stars. But only the hungriest man will survive. German suplex pin, 2 count. And Cracula going up top. Looking for a diving foot stomp to the outside. Reggie just getting out of harm's way there. Those diving foot stomps to the outside, that's a real easy way to just shatter some ankles. These 3 men are gonna beat the absolute hell out of each other. There's no doubt in my mind that they'll achieve this tonight on Warzone. There's no doubt in my mind that they'll achieve this yet again at Lethal Lottery. Spinning wheel kick by the count. Sergeant Foxtrot in a precarious position here. One of the most battle-hardened men of the roster. Not without his hardships here at KPW. Not afraid of a little bit of a challenge, not afraid to get his hands dirty, not afraid of a fight. Sergeant Foxtrot has been waiting for opportunities like the Lethal Lottery match his entire life. But what may feel like an eternity to Sergeant Foxtrot might just be a smoke break for Reggie Clifford, the Union leader. Adorning the red singlet here tonight. Russian leg sweep by Sergeant Foxtrot. Adding some international flair to his offense. Double teaming the Union leader. An assisted power bomb. The lottery is sure to be full of surprises, and this match seems to be quite the extension of it. Count Cracula's sneaking in the victory. A double bulldog there to wrap up the bout. As the count picks up the pin right in front of the Sarge, who just seemed to let it happen. what kind of impact is this going to have for the Lethal Lottery match? Does this affect when these two men, Sergeant Foxtrot, Count Cracula, who are confirmed for this match, how does this affect when they will enter the bout? I don't know if you decide to be a betting man. I don't know if you would feel lucky about anything. The Lethal Lottery is all about a test of luck. It's all about determination. It's all about faith in your abilities to overcome the odds and secure yourself a main event spot at Summer Spark. And if I were a betting man right now, I would not count out the Count himself for potentially winning the Lethal Lottery match. Congratulations to the Count. As we move on to our next bout, singles action. Bam Dardino goes one-on-one with Big Bernard. Bam Dardino's been one of our most prominent competitors here in KPW. High profile wins wherever you look. Jim Ross, Ding, Solo. The list goes on. You put him up in the ring against a high profile name, he's probably taken them to their limits. Let's see if this rings true here tonight against Big Bernard. The 300-pound behemoth being assisted, being walked to ringside by his tag partner, Headband Tommy Tanks. Big Bernard holds the record for the shortest title reign in KPW history. Some of you may remember that he won the Hardcore Championship in a triple threat match at Fully Loaded back in April. Some of you may also remember that he lost that championship the next night on War Zone against Count Cracula, who just won his match right before. Big Bernard would lose that championship in less than 24 hours in a first blood match. Make no mistake about it, that is no woolly jumper being adorned by Big Bernard. That is all natural, all-encompassing chest hair. There is no time for him to groom and calculate his attacks. He is just a beast when that bell rings. And while things haven't always gone the best for Big Bernard, while things haven't always gone the best for his tag team partner, Headband Tommy Tanks, on the outside, you could always rely on Big Bernard to be a formidable foe inside the ring. You could always rely on him to hold up his end of the bargain. As he rakes the back of Bam Dardino. Pile driver by Bernard. as he has an early lead over the bold and brash rookie Bam Dardino. Maintaining a bit of ring dominance here. Big Bernard might be calling for it early. He's spilling blood in the water. Release German suplex. Bam landing in an awkward position. 2 count by the referee. Bam's not going to give up so easily. Bam Dardino has proven time and time again that he has a lot in the tank. He might have some of the best cardio across all of KPW. And Hardcore Heaven, this man went 40 minutes against the World Heavyweight Champion Oliver English in a submission match. One of the most challenging bouts that any wrestler could ever compete in the squared circle. And speaking of the world champion, we'll be seeing him later on tonight when he goes one-on-one in non-title action against Solo. And speaking of Oliver English at Lethal Lottery, if you were not paying attention last week, we had a beat the clock challenge to determine his next contender for the world championship. Here's a race against time between Pierre Cinema and Ding. Ding set the time at 12 minutes and 20 seconds. And unfortunately, Pierre could not beat the clock. On June 30th, our World Championship bout will be held between the reigning defending Oliver English and the man called Ding. Jawbreaker by Big Bernard. He's been on an absolute tear here tonight with Bam Dardino. Bam's in danger here. And in a surprise upset, Bam Dardino absolutely steamrolled here tonight by Big Bernard. It's quite apparent what kind of logic Big Bernard went into this match with. He knew the kind of threat that Bam Dardino is inside that ring, and the best way to deal with it was to accordingly beat the snot out of that poor man. He knew that the longer the match would go on, the more it would benefit Bam Dardino. So he put that man away in the opening minutes of the bout. And it worked wonders. Congratulations to KPW's resident behemoth, Big Bernard. As we get into more singles action, as we rapid fire these matches out here tonight, we have Sigma Shuko going one-on-one against Corey Sinclair. Sigma's on a bit of an uptick here in the past several weeks. After the show-stopping performance that he put on last week against Pierre Cinema in the main event, this has to be the start of something greater for Mr. Shuko. first, we're gonna have to see how battle tested he is against Corey Sinclair. We just saw Corey earlier tonight in the opening minutes of the show when he jumped Slarty, effectively calling the Twitch champion's bluff. We didn't think that he would actually accept the challenge. We didn't think he was ready to like conduct his revenge tour so effectively. Slarty busted wide open by the opening attack here. Pop-up cutter by Corey Sinclair. Shuko's a master technician inside these ropes. But one has to wonder what kind of strategy he has for a man as unorthodox as Corey Sinclair. Springboard back elbow by Sinclair. As he's ready to unleash the fury of 1,000 raptors onto Shuko here tonight. Double underhook suplex by Shuko. Now both of these men have been mainstays of the Twitch division here in KPW. And both of these men know that all it takes is one well-executed victory to ascend even further beyond. A win for Shuko here tonight. Could elevate him to the world title scene. There's gonna be plenty of challengers lining up for the opportunity to dethrone Oliver English, or maybe even Ding if he wins at Lethal Lottery. And as it's required by KPW standard policies, every champion must defend their belt once in a calendar month. Doesn't necessarily mean once every 30 days, it just has to be once a month. Which means you're still going to need a challenger for the world champion in the month of July. Lethal Lottery only guarantees the title shot in August. We'll have to see who fills the void there. Corey Sinclair with a diving cross body onto Shuko. Excellent rotation of the body. Control of the hips. Now, there's something incredibly surprising about the history of KPW so far. You'd think that with a time limit, brainbuster by Corey Sinclair. Backflip splash. You think with all of our standard rules and regulations, our bells and whistles, that the 20-minute time limit, or really any time limit in KPW, has been exceeded. We have never seen any match go to a draw here in KPW. But these two men have the potential to set that record here tonight. Big flapjack by Corey Sinclair. You know, it was one thing for Corey to bust Slarty open with that rolling wheel kick to open up the show. It'd be one hell of a message if he could bust open Shuko as well. It appears we're also receiving news regarding Shuko, where he will be at Lethal Lottery. After the widespread acclaim of the Shuko versus Pierre Sima bout last week on Warzone, officials have decided to run it back at the monthly special on June 30th. Pierre Sima versus Sigma Shuko 2. Live and in living color. Also on the card for Lethal Lottery, besides the 16-man Battle Royal, besides the World Championship match, besides the Twitch Championship match, besides Shuko versus Pierre, we also have the Tag Team Championships up for grabs as the Boise Boys enact their rematch clause against Hulkamania. We'll have to see if their Tag Team Championship win was nothing more than a fluke. We'll have to see if it's the start of a new era for the Tag Team division. As I'm receiving even more information, as Shuko has controlled the bout so far. We're getting news about the lineup for next week's edition of Warzone. Another triple threat match featuring 3 of the brightest stars in KPW, 3 competitors that will be in the Lethal Lottery match. The Sauce, Jim Ross, and Solo all duking it out. We'll also be seeing David Rush go one-on-one against the Hoagie Maniac. And in tag team action, we'll be seeing Slarty and Shuko teaming up once again. And Shuko applies a lion salt a bit too close to the ropes against Corey Sinclair and a partner of his choosing. Triple powerbomb sit-out pin. And Shuko secures the win for the second week in a row. Not even giving time for the commentary to run down the cards for the next 2 weeks of programming. When the Lion Tamer doesn't get the job done, 3 well-placed power bombs definitely will. One power bomb could take the breath out of anybody, but 3 of them back to back. One has to wonder if Shuko just let out his frustrations with Corey Sinclair right there. He'll be getting the opportunity to do that once again next week on War Zone in tag team action with Slarty in his corner and a partner of Corey Sinclair's choosing in his. I believe this is what they like to call in the business karma. This was retribution. Revenge may not be a game that everybody can afford. And Shuko is more than willing to dish out that lesson here tonight. Congratulations to him. As we make our way over to the main event of tonight's bout, Solo goes one-on-one with our world heavyweight champion and non-title bout, Oliver English, the Monarch. Leader of the scrapyard, Solo. You want to talk about pure strikers, you want to talk about heart and determination, look no further. As he's more than capable of bringing the fight to anybody here in KPW. Surely he could bring the fight to Oliver English, our KPW World Heavyweight Champion. It's not often where you get to see the world champion compete on weekly television here. But he has blessed the Kumite Forum here tonight with his presence, with his in-ring acumen. Our world champion in tremendous shape here. He goes for a running bulldog on Solo. It's gonna be really interesting to see these two styles clash in the ring here tonight. Oliver English wrestling in a European strong style. Solo known to go for his high-flying offense, his reliance on kicks and strikes. He is not a man that Oliver English would like to take lightly here. Running drop kick by the champion. He was looking for a second drop kick there, and Solo scouted that quite well. Oliver and Solo sizing each other up. Solo connecting with a well-placed kick to the head. Oliver with a standing enziguri. Here's these two are sizing each other up once again. Spinning uppercut by the champion. Solo locked in for the lethal lottery match. This would raise his stock dramatically if he could defeat the world champion here on Warzone tonight in the main event. Oliver English looking for a sharpshooter. Solo right in the ropes. Perhaps Oliver was sending a message to his challenger, the icon Ding, with that sharpshooter. Whereas Ding would call it the Scorpion Dinglock. Solo looking for a head scissors. Oliver throwing him right off of his shoulders and down to the mat. Roll up attempt by the champion. Rope break applied. Solo looking to close that gap with that running shoulder block. Big chops to the champion. Spinning heel kick by the challenger. Snap suplex by Solo. Drop toe hold by the champion. These two are scouting, trying to get a feel for each other's tactics here tonight. Solo spilling to the outside, over the top rope and down to the floor. Oliver faking him out with that clothesline there. Solo retreating to those well-placed kicks. Nobody can throw kicks like Solo can. It's like watching a grizzly bear throw capoeira kicks like nobody's business. The grace, the style that Solo can hit those kicks with, as the world champion hits him with a high knee. Another Scorpion Dinglock by the champion. Oliver raking the eyes of Solo. Big chop to the chest. Solo's gonna have to look out for the Big Ben. It's a maneuver that's put many competitors away. During KPW, put tape away. Bam Dardino's been on the receiving end of this move. The Boise boys have been no stranger to the Big Ben. Slarty's been a victim of it. Corey Sinclair's been a victim of it. Oliver could go toe-to-toe with nobody but the best that KPW has to offer, and that is why he is our world heavyweight champion, our inaugural world champion. As both men fight on the apron here for a brief second here. Roll-up pin by Solo. Oliver immediately kicking out. Perhaps rolling him up a bit much. Not enough leverage to keep the shoulders down. A reverse suplex by the champion. I thought he was gonna go for the patented Big Ben, and he And he psyched out Solo there for a second as he applies a crossface. Blocking off the ropes to avoid the rope break there. Crafty decision by the champion. Another reverse suplex by Oliver English, softening up Solo. Another crossface by the champion. And Solo taps. It's not very often where you see Solo in a predicament where he's forced to submit. Not very often where his durability is pushed to the absolute limit. And he's known to be one of the most resilient men in all of KPW. But the rules of the game can change completely depending on who you face in the middle of that ring. Not just on Warzone, but any of the monthly specials that KPW produces. And those rules change even further when you're going one-on-one with the world heavyweight champion Oliver English. Congratulations to the world champion, sending quite the message to his challenger at Lethal Lottery, Ding. Who surely has to be watching on wherever he may be. Congratulations once again to the world champion. And what the hell is this? The lack of sportsmanship from Solo, unleashing an attack on the champion. Back-to-back scrap busters. We thought Solo was above this. He couldn't handle the defeat, a submission defeat from the world champion. He goes for a Bronco Buster in the corner. The damn lights are out. On the blue lights, that music, that can only be one man. It's Ding! Ding! He's here at the forum! And he's here to restore order! Going after both Solo and the champion! He's hitting the champion with a Scorpion Ding drop! And he's putting Solo in a Scorpion Ding lock. Showing Oliver how it's truly done. What a show-stealing appearance by the icon Ding. As he unleashes a fury of dings on Solo. To be 3 back-to-back dings, a 4th one, a 5th one. I can't believe what we're seeing here tonight. Solo going for the ride once again. Scorpion Ding lock, cinched in tight. Solo taps to the challenger. Dings echoing around the arena. The dingers in the Kumite Forum lighting up. They did not expect this man to show up here tonight. Oliver English certainly couldn't have expected that. We thought Oliver was sending a message of his own. With the way that he defeated Solo here tonight. Ding just one-upped him. Ding just one-upped him at his own game. As announced earlier for next week's War Zone, we have the Sauce, Solo, and Jim Ross going at it in triple threat action. David Rush representing the Boise Boys against the Hoagie Maniac of Huckamania. Slarty and Shuko team up against Corey Sinclair and a partner of his choosing. And just announced by the offices as I'm receiving word, Ding main events War Zone. 6 nights from Lethal Lottery against Headband Tommy Tanks. I've been Tapey Styles, the only man that could call the action right down the middle. The only man that could fly solo on the booth. The only man that could tell you all that KPW excels from bell to bell. And we'll be seeing you again next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Set your calendars, set your clocks, because after that, June 30th is the highest stakes show of the year, Lethal